October has always been my favorite time of year. Since I was a kid, I would pick Halloween over Christmas any day. But this Halloween was something I will never forget. I was curious to see the different kinds of customer, not just the usual Harry Potter fans. People always came in for our Halloween themed pumpkin spice lattes that were only sold in October. I was pumped for Halloween, but not so much about the extra work as my manager. He would always conveniently vanish to go on some family trip. I voiced my worries about not being able to take care of the customers while he was gone, but instead of bringing someone else in the help, he just put a bell on the door so I would know when somebody walked in or out of the lobby. He also recently set up a camera that looks over the lobby so I could check in from his office if I needed to. I still had to be quick, especially when grabbing supplies. The storage room, plus the fact that I could never get a decent phone signal is there, was just one more reason not to stick around any longer. Then I had to. It was way past midnight and it had not stopped raining since the afternoon. But even that didn't keep the trick-or-treaters from showing up for candy. After watching the last few customers leave, I turned off the lights and rushed to the office to grab the keys so I could lock up and start cleaning the lobby. But when I got to the office, just down the hall, something on the security camera caught my eyes. There was someone in a spooky Halloween costume standing outside. At first, I thought they were just trick-or-treating or heading to a Halloween party. Maybe just waiting out the rain. Since it was Halloween night, it didn't seem too suspicious, so I figured out I would just let it go. But by the time I grabbed my keys and looked back, I noticed that the stranger had gotten closer to the front door, and knowing it was still unlocked made me really uneasy. I did not have a solid reason to freak out, but when I stepped out of my office, I heard the front door open and close. I felt this was of anxiety wash over me. As I looked down the auditorium and slowly backed into my office to check the monitor. Sure enough, the stranger was now in the lobby. Part of me still wanted to believe it was all just a misunderstanding. It was a Halloween prank, but my gut was telling me I might actually be in trouble. I left the office and ducked into the storage room, since it seemed like a better spot to hide. Not knowing where the intruder was made me feel really exposed, so all I could do was wait. I could hear faint footsteps getting louder as they crept down the hallway. I held my breath as the footsteps stopped just outside the door, and then everything went dead silent. At least until I heard the door handle slowly turn. The tension I felt at that moment is tough to describe. But then I heard the handle turn again, followed by those same footsteps walking away from me back to the lobby. I couldn't tell if the intruder saw me or not, but I was definitely relieved to hear the front door open and shut. With the key still in my pocket, I didn't waste any time getting back to the lobby to lock the door. Even after everything that happened, I was still feeling uncertain. I was thinking about calling the cops, especially since there was no way to tell who it was and the cash register was untouched. Maybe it was just a prank and I was overacting. That was, I thought at first. But then I watched the security footage and saw something that gave me the creeps. While I was hiding in the storage room, I heard the doorbell ring and figured the intruder had left the lobby. But really, the door just opened and closed on its own. Once again, they tricked me into thinking I was safe and not stuck in there with a complete stranger. I still don't really know what made the office door slam shut like that, but it was enough to scare off whoever it was. I feel really lucky that I left the keys in the front door, which let the intruder get away. It's been a year since that happened, and we still have no idea who it was. But I haven't let the experience ruin Halloween for me. Even though sharing the story can be a bit spooky, made that night feel like it was just yesterday.